Alright guys, so hopefully you have watched the first video in our series on After Effects and have begun to see a little bit about the layout of After Effects. In this video, we want to begin to actually look at our tool panel, and so I'm going to zoom in onto this so that you can kind of see what it is that we're doing here and actually begin to understand what we're showing. So you'll see this first one here is called our selection tool. And it's used just like you would use any other arrow where you use it to point and click on things, to select them, to move them around and drag them. Next to that, we've got our hand tool. This tool is used primarily if you have zoomed into something and then you need to pan around on that picture and be able to move where it is that you're looking at. We would use the hand tool to kind of move as we are zoomed into a picture or video. Next to that, we've got this magnifying glass that we would use to zoom in on a picture. We've got the rotation tool next, and with this one, we would use this tool to actually rotate different objects that we put into our video, whether that's shapes, text, pictures, the video itself, whatever the case may be, we can use the rotation tool to do that. Okay, so I kind of slid over so we can see a few more tools. This is called the Unified Camera tool. We're going to skip that for now. We probably won't use that too much in this one. Then next we've got this box with the 4 arrows in it. This is called the Pan Behind tool or the Anchor Point tool, and we'll use this one we'll use this one some as well. And this tool it's an important tool to know. Often it's just called the Anchor Point tool. Next to that, we've got our shape tool. Right now it's a rectangle, but remember, just like in Photoshop and Illustrator, if you see any of these tools that have this little triangle in the bottom corner, that means that there's other tools behind it. And so if you click on that, you'll see that we have some other shape options that we can draw with as well. Next to that, we have the pen tool, and we will actually use the pen tool with this program, and you'll see we'll use it to create masks, and that will be something that we'll talk about in a few of our future videos. Next to that, we've got our text tool, and we'll use that to, just like you would assume, to write in text and to type on our pictures or our video that we're going to use as well. And I'm going to slide over one more time. We then also have a few other tools. We won't use any of these tools too often, but I did want to just point them out too. We've got our brush tool, we've got our clone stamp tool, and our eraser. So those should be familiar from Photoshop and Illustrator as well. We really are not going to use those too much with this. This is our rotoscoping tool, and I do hope to really get into this tool as well, and hopefully we'll be able to use that. But this is a pretty neat tool in that you can use it to highlight sections and then separate them from the background so that we can kind of make it look like there's space between, or that we can put things in front or behind of different things as well. And then a few other tools, again, that we're not really going to get into in this class, but those are there as well.